Welcome from Ramani Ranjan Khuntia. I have completed 10 kilometers and one thought actually comes to my mind. I want to discuss about that thought in my today discussions. Basically, the thought is there is no retirement age. If we are dividing in our life cycles, it can be divided into three parts. One is the learning stage, which can be considered till the age of 30. Second is the execution date age, yeah, earning age, and that can be up to 60. The third stage is the delivery stage. Delivery stage means during the 60 year of age, we have learned lot of things, lot of practical experience, and that practical experience needs to be communicated to the society for the society empowerments. Because my thought is live for society, buy for society, do for society. So there is no such retirement age in our lives. There is always work aligned with us. So again, when we are thinking about three stages of life, or the last stage, basically our parent stage. Being the finance person, always our knowledge is centralized with asset and liabilities. Usually parents treated as a liabilities when they cross 60, when they stop earnings. But their earning, their knowledge is more important, more vital for our day-to-day life, for our running life. So they are the biggest asset for us. So we always treat them wisdom, we always treat them as a library of knowledge instead of treating them as a liabilities. So for example, I can give one example in my case. My parents, my father actually in 1944, after completing his matriculations, had two options job. One option is teacherships and second option is as a police sub-inspector. But his ideology was educate the peoples, because police department itself is treated as a corrupt department. I am not saying all are corrupted, but people normally presume this is corrupt department. Unethically way people earn money. It is because my father decided to be a teacher, and for his contribution in 1962 he had been awarded President Award from Dr. V.V. Iris. So his dedication, his contributions to the society is more important. I never asked him what you did for us, what you did for me. I know he had a very small amount of money, and with that small of amount money, because we have multiple brothers and sisters, so practically it is not possible for him to pay to cover all expenditure of us. So I never asked him to pay for money. I always from the childhood try to become independent. And in the same ways, my mother was also a good mathematician in her early age. She was a teacher, but considering the family requirements, family responsibility, she had taken as a job of as a housewife. So their dedication, their contributions, their ethics is more vital. Rather, we ask them, what did you do for us? Because they are more asset for us. It is because in 1993 I got my first job, and actually he had some ambitions to build a big house. So from 1993 I started a house by myself, and that time the budget was around 10 lakhs rupees, and in 2002 we are able to complete that house. And that time my parents were so happy. I never even asked a grains from them. Always I spend my life outside of my village, outside my hometowns. I always try to become independent. I always try to take many risks to stand by myself. Along with that thought, I always keep my practice of reading and writing. I never left that. During this career of 35 years, I have done lot of things, but I never mistreated to my parents, because I always treated them. They are wisdom. They are the great asset for us. So at any point of time, we should take the advice from them instead of feeling they are the liability for us. So on every young generation, at these times, more or less, they are leaving their parents abandonedly, so that their life is drastically in miserable state. So we need to upgrade our minds, because they are the greatest sacrifice what we had not seen when we are child. Lot of day, lot of nights they have spent for us, that we never seen. But today we are comparing at present situation, present lifestyles with them, which is completely incorrect. We have to take care them and always feel for ourselves, because the same age will come in the same age, and at that time definitely the same formula will be implemented for us, and definitely we are not able to earn. At that time we have good brain, we have good knowledge, we have good experience, and that experience, that knowledge we should deliver to our children, so that our children is able to grow to the next generation. So it is my whole thought, today thoughts, for the whole society, for the whole world, for the society, social empowerment. Thank you for